Imagine the darkest ocean, a flash of lightning, and suddenly, ancient cave drawings flicker into existence. These aren't just pictures, they're warnings. From the frozen Arctic tundra, Thales whispered of the Wendigo, a horrifying spirit of insatiable hunger. Legend says it possesses anyone who commits the ultimate taboo, tasting human flesh. Travel across the globe to the scorching deserts of the Middle East. They're Ifrit, born from smokeless flame. These are jinn of immense power and fury, enraged and nearly unstoppable. They were a force of nature to be feared and respected, a whirlwind of fire and sand. Sailors would speak in hushed tones of Jormungandr, the world serpent, a true god of the deep. Towering above ancient riverbeds stalked the Giganotosaurus, a colossal predator that rivaled even the mighty T-Rex in size and ferocity. Its name means giant southern lizard, and it was exactly that, a walking nightmare of teeth and muscle. Slithering through the swamps of prehistoric South America was a creature straight out of a horror film, the Tatina boa, capable of crushing a giant crocodile as if it were made of paper. And beneath the waves, the ancient seas held their own terrors. The Dunkleosteus, a prehistoric fish with a skull made of solid, bladed bone. It had no teeth, just razor-sharp plates of bone that could slice through anything in its path. The megalodon wasn't just a shark, it was a leviathan. Its bite could tear a whale in two. It was the undisputed king of the ancient ocean, far below where sunlight can reach. Meet the viperfish. Its fangs are so long and sharp they don't even fit inside its mouth, curving back towards its eyes. Then there's the gulper eel, which is mostly just a giant mouth attached to a body. It's enormous. Unhinged jaws allow it to swallow prey much larger than itself, a living, swimming bag of hunger. And perhaps the most nightmarish of all, the goblin shark, a mouth of terror. The giant squid, this behemoth, is armed with swiveling, razor-sharp hooks on its tentacles. And the alien creatures that still haunt the deep. Our world has always been home to monsters. Some we invented, and some we discovered. Imagine yourself lost in a misty forest, stumbling upon an ancient temple. The paintings on the walls are dim, depicting creatures that defy explanation, tales of monsters that lurk in the shadows of our world. Villagers of the Philippines comes the horrifying Manananggal. By day, she appears as an ordinary woman, but as night falls, her torso detaches. Sprouting massive bat-like wings, she soars through the darkness, her entrails dangling below. Travel across the sea to Japan, and you might hear the enchanting music of a biwa lute. Follow the sound, and you may find a beautiful woman, the Joragumo. She will lure you into her lair with promises of love and comfort. But beware, for this is no ordinary woman. Once you are trapped, she reveals her true form, a monstrous spider, ready to entangle you in her web and devour you at her leisure. Now, let's cross the globe to the misty lochs of Scotland. The horse seems tame, inviting you for a ride, but the moment you touch its back, your hands become stuck as if by glue. The kelpie then plunges into the deepest, darkest part of the loch, dragging its helpless victim to a watery grave. Its magical adhesive skin ensures there is no escape. Deep in the swampy bayous of Louisiana, a different terror roams. Legends speak of the rougarou, a creature with the body of a man and the head of a wolf. Its eyes glow a menacing red in the dark, and its howls echo through the cypress trees. The curse of the rougarou is often passed from one person to another, sometimes through a bite, turning the victim into the next ravenous beast. But what if these folkloric monsters weren't just confined to ancient tales? In the vast, remote forests of North America's Pacific Northwest, Kempers report fleeting glimpses of a massive ape-like creature, the Sasquatch, towering over 7 feet tall, covered in shaggy brown hair. It moves with a silent, human-like gait. Across the Atlantic, in the Scottish Highlands, lies the deep, cold water of Loch Ness. Nessie, the Loch Ness monster, has become a global icon of the unknown. Is it a plesiosaur from a bygone era, or just a trick of the light on the water? In 1966, the town of Point Pleasant, West Virginia, was terrorized by a winged humanoid with glowing red eyes. The Mothman. Witnesses described the creature could fly at incredible speeds without flapping its wings, its chilling shriek echoing through the night. Finally, we ventured deep into the Congo Basin, one of the most unexplored regions on Earth. Here, local tribes speak of Macombum, a creature they describe as being larger than an elephant, with a long neck and a single horn. They found massive, unidentifiable tracks and hearing stories from locals who claim to have seen it. Have you ever wondered where monsters come from? From the earliest cave drawings showing terrifying beasts to the horror icons that haunt our screens today, humanity has always been obsessed with creating and fearing monsters. What is this deep-seated need to imagine the unimaginable? Monsters are a mirror. They are the reflections of our deepest anxieties, the physical forms of dangers we feel powerless against. They personify the vast, frightening unknown that surrounds us. For our ancient ancestors, the world was a perilous place. How do you explain a sudden, devastating drought that withers crops and brings famine? How do you comprehend a mysterious plague that sweeps through a village, or a violent storm that appears from a clear sky? How do you warn people about the very real predators lurking just beyond the firelight? You give your fear a face. You turn it into a story, and that story gives birth to a creature. Over millennia, we crafted an entire global bestiary. Some of these monsters were symbolic, cautionary tales meant to teach lessons and enforce social rules. Others were exaggerations of real animals, their features twisted by fear and rumor passed down through generations. From the icy expanse of the frozen tundra to the crushing darkness of the deepest oceans, from the steaming, ancient jungles teeming with life to the foundational myths of every civilization on Earth, these creatures of terror have sculpted our understanding of fear, shaping our evolution and our imagination. Many of these ancient terrors have vanished with time, their stories fading like old parchment. But every single one of them, from the forgotten gods to the local bogeymen, so stay curious, stay cautious, and never, ever stop exploring the shadows. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe.